Okay, looks fine. For this here, you don't have to create it like this. This here will create differently,
Yeah,
slightly
yeah.
differently. Okay, eyebrows. Okay, eyelash you have to add. Ears. Okay. Okay, I guess you are working on it. To add little thickness, all this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, sir. That one I will do it.
Oh,
Just blocking purpose, I still
oh,
waiting for
oh,
downside.
okay. So this for body, that is something we can do it pretty simple way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
traditionally, what I
Body
do
and
is,
hair.
hmm?
Body and hair.
Yeah. So like how we do it, like for body, usually I extract this or I append another sphere or something.
Sir, I have one more doubt, sir.
Yes.
Now it's like quads and all is there. Normal mesh flow is there for a head.
Hmm.
Now I have to do dynamesh, right?
For body, anyways, body part is not required, right? So
Yeah.
what you can do, okay, suppose you want to, because if you do Dynamesh, we'll lose detail. There's one more head I can see. Okay, little elongated. So, okay. So usually, like if you Dynamesh it, what will happen? It will merge everything
Yeah, yeah, sir.
and it will create blocks. So the easiest process and the easiest way and retain all the detail and get the flow also correct. The process will be duplicate this model, this base, duplicate. So now we have duplicates. Switch off any one of them because both are exactly same, any one of them, and then go to Z remesher and let's see, remesh the model. Instead of Dynamesh, I'll use remesh. So remesh will generate all these polygons and evenly distribute everything. So here you can see. Now I'll just compare it with my actual model. So I can see this little difference, little volume shift, right?
Yeah.
So to get back that, what I'll do, I'll just keep only these two on. Rest everything is hidden, and then I'll subdivide my newly like fixed model, Control D, and then go to project and click on
So now
project
you
part.
subdivided zero mesh model or original model?
Zero mesh model,
Zero mesh model. Okay.
because I need that line flow, right? I need like
Yeah, yeah.
uniform line flow. So then project it. So what you can do, you can do this process, follow this process multiple times, and distance 0.1 should work perfectly. So it will match the shape as much as possible with your
Okay.
base. So now you have proper line flow, everything is clean, and plus you have multiple subdivisions also. You have multiple subdivision also, so it will fix your any problem in your model. So it will become super clean. You can see only thing, because previous your model was low poly and these have more polygons. So you can just simply smooth this thing wherever you want, smooth it and make everything clean. And this have more polygons, it will retain the shape also. So your model have multiple subdivisions plus all the detail, all information. If you want, you can just smooth everything. Now I have more polygons, it will retain the shape very easily. So same model, everything is same, only topology changed, right? So it have more denser model. So I have better resolution, everything is clean, and now I can, and this will be my new model, and I'll delete this one. It's not required anymore. So like this, you can clean off that basic structure. Now for cloth part, traditionally I prefer, either I extract it from the base body, or I can import any sphere, box, or anything. So as I have remeshed the model, so I can just simply work on this. So I'll just simply, oh, sorry, lasso, and we'll just simply create the basic shape. So if I want, I can create a gap here inside at the center. So let's keep it little, yeah, we have a little gap, and backside I can just fill it. And now it's fine. And shift F, reduce, like remove the gap slightly. Now I have nice gap, and I'll go to my extract and extract this part, accept it. Base body, deselect. So now I have this model, this mesh, so I can fix everything. I can just simply remesh this model and keep all the create all those lines and everything clean, super clean. Z remesh it, keep groups so that it will retain the like perfect shape. Remesh 2-3 times. Don't worry to make this angle slightly round, but it will get very clean geometry.
If it is not in keep it group, it will getting merged, right? Both.
Yes, if you don't keep the group, it will become a one single poly group, and it will the edges won't be this sharp because there's a clear thickness right in our model.
Yeah.
So that thickness is required, and now I can just move them and BMP move them and create because it's asymmetric. I can switch off my this thing. Okay, let's start working on symmetry. Initially, local symmetry. Okay, fine. Make it a little angular, pointy, and then switch off to symmetry, increase the brush size, and create that asymmetric shape. I can use to move topology also, BMT, that will affect only this area. Connected here. This is also connected here. Connected here, and plus slightly down here. And I can see there's a fold. I'll create the fold. Just give me a second. Okay, so now both the sides I can work separately, create those folds and things, make it asymmetric, and control D, add some subdivision level, B, C, B. Now I can see this part have slight folds. So I can add those folds here very easily for this one. And add this little volume. And this top have this shape. So that is something we have to create. So again, I'll go back to my, I can use lasso tool. So to my symmetry, I can see there's a clear shape. That angle. So I can extract this very easily, and slightly more angle. This, and then extract this. Or like if I feel it's too thick, I can reduce this thing. Or there's one more thing I can do is undo. This thing because this collar part is hidden from your like visibility, so I can just simply delete that section and then extract it. So I can have like separation very easily, two separate parts. Move topology, switch off your symmetry, and all these things I can move, place it here. I can like either I can do this, or I can work on this model directly, like to add that volume BDS damn standard. This also works. BMP. Now the shape of the model. Increase the chest part, sorry, this one, volume. Fill that area. This thickness I need to separate. So hold alt, make it really sharp. And smooth this side only. Smooth, or use a flattened brush and make it a little flat. So it will look two different separate parts. Okay, separate parts like this, one by one. You can create the top very easily. And here, like for this particular this thing here, what you can do it like manually also, like you can use that brush that we have. So you initially what I saw, like you using those big chunk of this thing, right? So for this kind of here, we don't do it. We use what we do is we select, mask it, create the mask, and then extract it. So this will work as a base.
That one only have to sculpt it right now.
That one, this one we only have to pull, push, and create the basic structure. So BMV, because this hair is a little different, right? So like all those loose strands we have to create. So that is different. Let's see. Let's fix the shape first. So here you can see, if I pull, the inside part is pulled again. So undo this. So what I'll do, Control Shift, click on this skull. Only this part is visible. Now I can pull it. So it will retain the basic shape. And to make it visible, display property, double-sided. I can see both the sides. So it will retain the shape. So the inside part won't move. So it will become easy for me to create this. volume. Basic volume, Control Shift. You can see everything is here. And now if I want, I can smooth this thing, I can remesh or dynamesh, I can do those things and create everything. So dynamesh will be great for this. So let's dynamesh the model. Dynamesh the model, BSH snake hook. So all this thing I have to sculpt and fill in. Somewhere here. And now we have those hair band, right? Those like weave together. So braided together, that braids we have to create. So for that, what we will do is we will create that shape, create only one part, and then duplicate, place it here. So let's see, append a sphere. It's an oval kind of shape, and BMP. Only one side will create. It should start. So we need to create a connection point also. Control Shift D, duplicate the model and rotate. This one is slightly smaller. Fill that gap and Alt, click on this center, and now Control Shift D, Control and Alt, move it. So I can see this bread. Now Control Alt again, one more. Direction I can change. Control Alt, duplicate the other one. So you have to create that like it's looping and going inside, going outside. Control Alt, drag it again here. Like thin bands. And there is a ring. So append a cylinder. Now rest of the things have to fix. Now let's see. This thing BCB clay build up and to fill those gaps. Symmetry is on, so I'll just work on symmetry first. This is how hair bands usually like braided stuff. This part should be a little thinner. Now for all these things, now we have to adjust them. BMV. Move it here. BDS time standard. Now let's create the overlapping. This one goes inside here. So let's separate them, split two parts. This also split two parts. So I can work on each and every one very easily. So here, this one goes under this. This one BMV. Yeah, it's like this. Just like under this. To create that interlock thing, so it should look like this hair is coming here. And this goes inside here and then again comes out from here. And these two, this one and this one is aligned. Fill that area. This one should go under this. And this should go inside this. This one also. So basic braid is ready. So basic shape, and then we can just simply dynamize this thing and start working on this entire thing. So before that, I'll just save it to this model and my basic shape BDS. So I have to add create those hair detail. So symmetry is off. It's asymmetric. It's not symmetrical. Okay. Switch of symmetry and then move brush and make sure there's no gap. Damn standard. So define the direction. Little gap BMB. That gap cannot be there.
After that, we can do dynamism, sir, for
Yes.
hair.
Yes. After this, we'll do Dynamesh and combine everything.
And we have to do detail again.
Yes. Then we'll do detailing. So you can see, like it's not that difficult. If you break
Yeah.
that thing into multiple pieces, it becomes easy.
Yes.
And now after this, we have this loose strand. So how do I do it? So now this hair is already there. I have the base. Make sure there is no subdivision level. And now I can go and use my those, you can see curved tube and all these things we already have. Curved tube or multi-tube, all this thing I can definitely work on this. Switch of symmetry and let's see. Curve. My snap is not on, so let's switch on snap. And now to those extra detail and like loose strands. So now I can just simply, it's too much. And I'll go to modifier. I switch on size and direction I change like this. Like this, one by one. I'll create those extra bangs. There is a loose strand here. And this looks little thin. So I'll reduce the brush size and make it thin. Here I have two, and one is slightly broader. can see the basic shapes and all those flowy hair bangs, everything you can definitely create. And if this head is creating problem, so I can hide the head, go back to hair, and then two of them. And to make it a little more interesting and a little nicer, if I want, I can add some loose strands here. It's too thick. I can drag also. Once create, slightly if you drag, it will snap to that surface. Why this thing is creating this issue? Curve snap is on. Elastic, let's see. There's something wrong with this particular brush. I don't know. Every time it does this thing. Snap should work perfectly. Okay, anyways, it's work create problem. I can just simply duplicate this one and place it multiple times. Or I can use something else also. That also works perfectly. This particular brush giving this little issue, curved tube. So I can use curved strap, doesn't matter, anything. That same thing I have to modify, modifier. It's saving. Curve modifier. Size, click on it again. So it will create those lines, loose strands. It will look nice, basically. So make some loose strands. Same thing I can do for this also. If I want to add more details, I can definitely do it. So now once I'm done with this, all these extra things, now this thing can deselect. Initially, I don't dynamesh it, Control D, and try to fix everything. BMT, move topology, so it will work on topology. Move them. Try to blend them with this basic structure, because they cannot just simply just generate.
Move topology, how it works, sir?
It basically works on one single mesh. Like suppose you have a right now, here you can see I have multiple groups and multiple mesh. These all are separate geometry, right? So
Yes.
move topology, wherever you click, it will work on that particular geometry. Like suppose I want to move only this one. So only this will work. If I use move, so it will affect all of them.
Okay. Based on polygroups.
No, based on the element level.
Okay.
For each and every element, because this is a separate model. This is a separate model, right?
Okay. So, separate mesh.
Yes, but maybe it can be combined together, but
Okay.
they're separate geometry, right? So based on the
Yeah.
topology, it will work.
Okay. Okay.
So it makes life easy. Like while you have this kind of complex geometry and a lot of stuff going on, that time it makes like really help. And these two are behind here, so you can use a bigger brush. So to move, usually always use a bigger brush. It will give you a better result. My bad. So once my this entire thing, so like this basic structure is ready, now I can just simply, let's just attach them. Now merge, merge down.
Sir, mouth.
Mouth.
Yeah, sir. I tried that one, but it will not work properly. Can you?
Like mouth, how like open the mouth, right?
Yeah.
So how it's not working? Let's see. Let's select this part, control and shift FL, check polygroup wise. Okay. So okay, I want to open the mouth. So I'll press Control, Shift, and Alt, all three together.
Control Shift Alt.
Yeah. Okay. Why this thing is not moving? Okay, now it's working. Control Shift, lasso tool, Control Shift and Alt. It's red mask. Apply. Control Shift drag. Okay. Invert. I want to open the mouth. So Control Shift X.
Sir, invert which one, sir?
Huh?
Invert.
Control Shift drag outside. Like same like mask.
Okay.
Control drag outside. Control Shift drag outside. Same thing. Move topology I'll use because so that I won't affect this area. You can see if I move this, it's slightly affected. So I'll use move topology. Control Shift, drag outside, inverted. Will open the mouth very easily. And if you use move topology, then also you can work on it. You can see it won't affect the other areas that much. Now this volume I need to add. Work, and I guess you have denture also here somewhere. Yeah. Hide this one. There is one more head. So see, denture is already there. We can open this based on this. We can check it and then open it. And this is like really low poly. You have to increase the poly count. So you can add all these banks, all these things very easily. What is this? And now we have this thing. So if I want, I can symmetry this thing very easily. So subtool master, mirror. Okay, let's keep it separate only. So my two hair banks, BDS, stamp standard. and they are all separate. So if I want, I can isolate and walk also. Control shift and click on the model, isolate that and start working on it. So better will be finish one part and then symmetry, and then break the symmetry, then add details. So it looks like interlocked like this. Play build up. So here, his cheekbones are slightly prominent. Make sure this part is cheekbone is very prominent. So make sure add little volume there. And for this character, so if you're having difficulty to define the jaw, so what you can do in this case, so you can see it's not a clean uh, BDS. Use the diagram standard from side view. First define the shape. Then from outside blend it softly. BCB. Then add little volume to jaw. So it will define the jawline, make it very prominent, and minus this thing slightly. This line should not be visible. And jaw, this chin is round. Now soften it. The chin will become defined. This will become defined. And once you have this, there is a triangle formation to connect your jaw and cheekbone. Very subtle definition. Sides quite smooth, fine. Temporal bone can be slightly stronger. Add those volumes slightly. Define your lips. It's not very difficult. It's just like a matter of practice only.
Yeah.
So, and just like you have to like, because more you practice, your brain opens up and you understand like, whoa, okay, how can I like break it down to smaller parts and smaller things, and how can you do it? It's all about that. So if you like practice more, you will see these things like it's like pretty simple. You can just simply add little detail, blend it. Just to pop this thing out, I added slight depth there. This lips goes slightly inside, and this part slightly inside. BCB, clay build up, add that slight volume. Muscles. And in your model, you can see clearly there is a like this line is very prominently visible. So that means this goes slightly inside and this blends with the nose. This shape is required. This depth is visible. And now you have this BDS. It's not very prominent, but this shape is visible. Very subtle. Just define those things, small things. EMB and jaw, I feel slightly more angular. Shifting, always whenever you are modifying shape, use a lower division. That will save a lot of time, and plus it will give you less distortion. Slightly angular. So like this, one by one, you can add all those details, colors, and everything.
Okay.
Okay, this is I guess clear, right?
Yes, I will finish it by Monday. This.
Okay, because this is like you just have to break it down. Like do not get confused. Like because see, I have kept all the strands separate. Everything is separate. All these banks are separate. Everything is separate. Once I finish this, what I'll do is I'll apply a Dynamesh.
Dynamesh and ZRemesh.
First Dynamesh, because I have to like fix those. You can see if I do Dynamesh, it will create problems. So I have to fix everything. So this is like way to low Dynamesh. I have to increase the poly count slightly and then Dynamesh it. So it will not, it won't create those kind of errors. And then I'll just blend them. Right now you can see clear difference. So I have to blend them first together, like a single part, single geometry. It should not look like, okay, it's like suddenly popping out of this surface.
Yeah.
So fix, then we'll fix everything. And I can see that volume, BMB volume is not correct. This thing should come slightly forward, too big. Slightly forward, slightly up, slightly inside. Fix, and this also slightly go inside. This will come slightly outside. This can go slightly inside, and you can see both the side. Now I can work separately and make it more dynamic. So this automatically looks slightly different. Position I can change slightly, make it a little different, and then I blend. So like this, now it looks like one flow, right? So that is something we have to do. So first create the shape, then blend, then Dynamesh it, then blend it, and after blending, then we'll use ZRemesh. Because if we do ZRemesh now, so what will happen with all the artifact or errors are there, it will read those shape as well and create it. So first we have to rectify them. Like here I can see clearly it's like roughly, I don't know, suddenly it's here. So I have to reduce it, fix BCB, clear build up. I have to make sure this line looks like it's one part. This like one part. This is separate. That separation, clear separation should be visible. Blend them nicely. So it will become one single part, BDS. Now I can, some depth I can add. So like this, we can modify everything and then create the entire design, entire thing pretty easily. So you can see it started looking like your reference now. So you can start adding things, right?
Yes.
So more you add, it will look like that. And it's just like a matter of like practice. That's it. So basic structure is almost your shape is almost there. You just need to add a little bit of more detail and refine few things like jaw, make it slightly prominent, lips,
Okay.
open it slightly, and because if you match the reference, like keep those things ready, so it will start looking like your this thing character. And one more thing, important thing is in this character PCB, I can see your upper eyelid is fine, but lower eyelid, you can see here, if you zoom in, let me open it in a bigger image, you can see there is a thickness here. You can see there is a pink thickness, visible
Yeah.
thickness. So that is something we have to create. Here it's there, but it's not that prominent. It's very
Okay.
subtle. So we just have to make sure, add that thing. Those small, minute details you have to check. So just add the slightly eye bag and soften it. So it should be slightly visible.
Okay.
So those things, and like this is fine. And BMV, only thing eye shape is corner, like edges are slightly down like this. Look, it's little cartoony, so corners are slightly down, more curved and rounded. Slightly rounded, and then like once you do it, paint your eye and all, so it will make you feel make you look better. It will look
Yes.
better, and it will like you feel okay, it looks nice and all, so you can work more and finish things.
Sure.
Yeah, that is what you have to do. And eyebrow also, you have details in eyebrows, control D.
Then I have to add.
Yes, that is like this is so like pretty easy, simple, you can do it very quickly. Little uneven, I can see slightly unevenness. And then we can add all the details, skin information on everything we can add and fix all these things. And then once your this thing is done, then check your symmetry, and like to match your reference, like suppose you're having difficulty to understand the volume and shape, so there's an easy way. Like what you can do, change the light, and the direction of the light from your character is coming from right side. So you can place that light like this, right side. So somehow, somewhat you mimic the lighting condition, and then you can see, okay, what can be done here. So here I can clearly see I need to reduce the lip size. Lips are pretty small, slightly small. So like you can mimic the lighting condition, and then you can work on it. So it will give you better idea, better understanding. And plus, you suppose you are having difficulty to, still you have difficulty to understanding the volume and surface. So in that case, what you do is copy the image. This is what industry we do all the time. And open Photoshop and oh sorry, I opened Acrobat Reader. Open Photoshop and convert the image into black and white. So
Chill out.
huh?
Chill out, like
Not the, no, just black and white is the grayscale. You have to convert it into grayscale.
alpha.
No, just black and white.
Okay.
No color information basically.
Okay, sir.
Desaturate the entire image.
Right.
So what happens in, because there are a lot of color information in the image right now. So what happens? So due to all those color information, we get confused a lot of time. So what we do is we convert that image to control new. This control, just apply a hue saturation and reduce saturation. So what happens now? You can see the clear edge. You can see the cheekbone line very clearly visible, right? You can see the lines. it's visible here also. But thing is, sometimes we get confused of this color information. Because of the color information transition, we get confused. So make it, remove all the color information. Now you can see the cheekbone is little protruded outside, round, you can see clearly visible. This goes inside, and this chin, all this muscle, you can see it's clearly visible. So all those things become easy to understand and see everything. You see now the fold is visible clearly, this thickness, right? So it makes your life easy slightly. But this is something you can try this trick. So get the understanding, okay, where to add volume, where to reduce volume, and it will like look better.
Okay.
This is what you can do. And rest, so like lighting also, you can, if you want to mimic, you can mimic it. If you don't want that, that's also fine. If you mimic it, it becomes easy. And then we modify everything, and make sure check if like model from all the angles, not just one front angle, side also. Side, now I see this part, it looks a little odd. It should be BMT, modify topology. Slightly here, push slightly here. And this volume. Like small things to check from all the sides. Top, now you can see this side. If I see, I feel this is should be slightly wide here. Same with this side, slightly wide. So it will give you more fuller look and it will look nice. And now I can create those angles. What is this? Light volume, dynamic shape. So it will look nice and clean. And then we can add colors. It will look really nice. Okay. So you can try doing this thing. So it will, like, if you try to fix everything, like it doesn't matter, like if it's not coming accurately, try it once again. That is also fine, because more we practice, we'll refine everything, right?
Okay.
It's all about that. So and one more thing, your distance between your eyelashes, eye and eyebrow, and plus the thickness. So that is something, double check it. You can see the distance, right? So those distance, small things. So just double check it and then add those volume, and then it will work. I guess I have subdivided. No, maybe it lost some volume. Okay. Okay, I guess it lost little volume. Okay, and thickness and everything. And short, and also we can do like that metal thing is there. That is just a cube. Up and a cube.
This thing I will do it, sir.
This is, you can do it very easily.
Yeah,
So like
sir.
so, and it will work easily. So I'll try to fix this. You can see, like, just adding those hair and everything, it started looking like a reference. So it becomes very easy.
Okay.
So add those volume and start polishing it. And then I'll select some nice character, that realistic character. Then we'll do that. Okay. Okay, then I'll see you on Monday. And if you have any issues, you can send me the file or send me a mail or something, or message me. We'll discuss that. Okay. I'll
Sir,
send
in
you.
sphere blocking Monday will do.
Sphere head blocking. Yes, that we can do it now only.
You did this, that character you're going to finish something.
That hat one. But for that, I
Yeah.
was thinking of to do a render. So render will take time because rendering, it's a time-consuming process. You just
Yeah.
add detail and then you add some color or something and light it and then again render. It takes a lot of time.
Okay.
So, so that's like you can do this thing.
Monday will take one do na sir for that if it is.
Okay, okay, we'll do that on Monday. No problem. We'll do that. So let's see. Now you have a this thing head. Like initially we create. Remember we create a head from a sphere. So same thing. B BMP. So blocking out head is pretty simple. Basically, my symmetry is off. Sorry, that's right. Little elongated. Looks like a egg shape. Widened up slightly. Basic head. Dynamesh. Now, after doing this, we need to define few things like BCP, like our jaw and nose and eyes and everything. So first we'll define halfway here is eye, create an empty space, like a cavity basically. It goes inside. You can see it looks like humanoid already. Your nose, then your mouth, then your chin. Define the jaw, push it inside. Ear, eye, where your eyes, middle of the eye and nose end. Ear, forehead slightly inside and flattish. Sides, it's temporal bone. So make it slightly edgy, angled. Now your jaw is defined. Cheekbones, damn standard. Lips, chin, build up, nose, can be like big nose, small nose, eyes. This can go inside also, this can come outside also, depending upon the character. Now, but still I can see that my neck is way too thin and my jaw, B is little narrow. Men's it's little wide, female is little narrow. BCB, clay buildup. Now, muscles that holds your neck, sorry, hold your skull, starts behind your ear and go till neck. Collarbone, till your collarbone, basically. Backside also, you have two more muscles to hold your neck. Now, shoulders and all. BMB, brush. If I like feel okay, this is like stretching my entire this thing. Dynamish, BCB, collarbone, your deltoid, shoulder, rib cage, your abs, shoulder plates, So they just like those proportions only, you have to read this and just create those things. And then BMB, now I have to like make it little refine it. So nose, lips, PCB, clay buildup, mouth, that roundness. Define all the shapes. B, just what I have to fix. So you can see got the neck plus thickness plus the difference jaw, make it more little angular. This is fine. Here I have to create again once again. CP, clay buildup, and now blend all these things nicely. You can see still I'm working in like a orthographic view only. I'm not using perspective. So until unless my basic blocking is ready, I won't use that. BDS, refine everything, or I can use that preset of here also, so which is already there. I should could have extracted this thing also and do it. It also works. BMB. Dynamic once again. Smooth everything. BDS. Dynamic again. Slowly can create the ear. So like this, you can block out very easily. And like suppose I want to create some here also. Smooth everything. Then BDS. Let's see. I want to create something here.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Realistic character we will start with the base model only, na, sir.
Yes. Like most
Because
of the time, realistic or stylized, we'll start with a base model only. Most of the time.
okay, in ZBrush model only we have to take.
No, no. You can use any other model also.
Okay.
Usually most of the company, they have their already presets, they already have a base model, so they just use that because it saves time, right? So if
Yeah.
you do it from scratch, that is for practice, and like for professionally working on it, you have to need to use a base model to for saving time.
We will start with scratch, no, sir. Scratch, sir.
How we'll start with the scratch, yes.
Because I will also learn from again.
Like same this process only, you have to create the entire thing.
Okay, but it will take time.
It will take time. Definitely, it will take time. So you have to do it slowly because you have to perfect everything. Right now, like I just blocked it out. Still, a lot of refinement is required.
Yeah.
Those refinement will do. Slowly, we'll add all the volume, detail, and create the entire character. And I feel this thing is slightly long. Yeah, reduce the distance slightly. That's much better. Slightly widen the jaw. It looks more of a square, so okay. Now it's much better. Like this, like slowly, one part at a time. You have to fix everything and create all the shapes and fix everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll create a character, full character, and this thing. So practice this thing as much as possible. And because like the more you practice, you polish your skills. So then you can do things really fast and easily. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll finish this thing. So then from Monday we'll start our character.
So
Or
Monday,
we'll-
can you start that lighting, that
okay,
rendering?
okay, that lighting thing I'll explain. Okay, no problem. I'll explain.
Because after
Huh.
that, I will also do that.
And
And
okay.
the decimation, sorry, you said, no, sir, but
That process. I'll explain that process how to render out your ZBrush model directly into Maya.
yes, sir, without retop.
Without retoping. Yes, I'll
Yeah,
explain.
sure. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.